Okay, we're working on the Colman camper again. I broke my collar last week, haven't gotten much work done to it. What I have gotten done is I put Flex Seal on all the seams. The liquid comes in a can. After I did Flex Seal on the middle seam, I put the seam tape over the top of that. And then I'm going to put a rubberized paint over all of it. The white spots here are marine grade epoxy to fill in some small holes that were on the aluminum. So, got that all filled in. It's coming together good. I need to let the epoxy dry. This is all where the awning holes were. Fill them all in with epoxy. I think we got it watertight. I have the metal support to go down the center here. We'll do that probably tomorrow. I gotta let that tape dry on there 24 hours apparently. So, we need to caulk the seams. I'm gonna paint this trim first, and then I'm gonna do the top. So that's the plan. Check out till next time. All right, a little bit more work on the trailer. Hold on a second. Okay, so I had to turn off the YouTube music in the background. What I've decided to do is paint this trim. Okay, if you look really close in the trim, there's a gap. There's a pretty big gap. I filled in that gap. That's because I used wood and not fiberglass. I filled in that gap using the same fiberglass pieces I used on the ceiling. So they fit in there real nice. Now I've painted this. I've got the filler piece inside there. Painted this side. Those buckles looking real good. And I'm about to paint this side. I just did one coat over here on the back compared to what I haven't painted. So I'm going to paint this side next. Not rocket science, you don't need to watch me do it. I just move the tarp over to the side and spray paint it. The next thing I'm going to do is get some caulk down in that crack. And then I'm going to rubber paint the top, hopefully this afternoon yet. So that's what I'm doing. Click like, subscribe, ask questions. Talk to you later. Bye. Alright, we're back on the camper again. And my last video you saw, I had Entenmann's tape down the center of the trailer, and I ended up peeling it off. Say what? You're not supposed to be able to peel that stuff off. I know, huh? Turns out this seam sealing tape, just some really awesome stuff. I love it. Absolutely will not stick to Flex Seal. And you can't paint Flex Seal. Can't do anything with it. So putting Flex Seal on the seam has turned out to come back and bite me in the ass. Because my plan was to put the tape on on the seam and then paint over it with Henry's Durabright White is the one I was going to use. But guess what, people? If you're trying to paint Flex Seal, this is what happens. It doesn't stick. You can't paint Flex Seal. Now, I did the corner here because there's a corner cap that covers all this up anyhow, so it doesn't matter. So, you know, that's not a big deal. Kind of a test area, I guess. So what am I to do? I want a white top. I'm kind of screwed. So the only solution is to return the Henry's Durabright. Good product. Wish I could use it. And see if I can pick me up a gallon, $80 worth of Flex Seal in white and do the whole roof in Flex Seal, which seems to be holding up pretty good. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos, of course, on Flex Seal on pop-up campers, and the one video the guy said it's been pretty good. So that's how I'm going to solve my problem. I think traditional caulk underneath the metal brace that goes over this will be fine to seal up the holes from the screws that I put in. So that's where we're at. Sorry for the poor lighting. Here, I tried taking some self-etching primer and put it on the Flex Seal just to see if I could primer it and then get something to stick. Alright, so taking a little bit of elbow grease, and this has been drying overnight. Don't think it'll take much for that to all wipe off, you know, so bummer. So that's a bummer. I just painted all the trim pieces yesterday, but this Flex Seal, no bueno. Oh well, live and learn. Don't do it if you plan on painting Flex Seal. Not a good idea. I'll let you know how it turns out. Thanks. Alright, we'll work on the Colman camper again. I'm going to use Flex Seal white. I used Flex Seal black for the seam here. The problem is nothing will stick to Flex Seal. So my plan to paint this with Henry's won't work because Henry's paint won't stick. So we're going to go ahead and hope I have enough paint to paint this. I gotta stir this up. I won't make you wait. Okay. I have them all mixed up, and I'm going to dump it out. Spread it around. See what happens. body squeegee. Try that. Alright, you just keep doing that. I'll bring you back when I'm done because this will be boring. Bye-bye. Alright, I got 1 quart spread, and as you can tell, 1 quart is not enough to cover the entire rooftop. This trailer is 8 foot long, 6 foot wide, plus the height, so I'd give it 10 by 8 foot is what it covers if you're trying to figure out how much you need to cover your camper. You can see I am going to go get another quart. I was hoping 1 quart would be enough. It's not. Go get another quart. I'm going to do the edges, let it dry up overnight, and hit a second coat tomorrow, I think. Whatever the directions say, I can do a second coat. So that's where we're at. I'm happy with it so far. It looks like the seam here is going to work out just fine. I'm also going to put this trim on here. And I'm going to put the flex shot underneath. And it should mechanically hold down the top of the camper. So it looks alright. So I'll give you an update. Thanks for watching. Alright, this is the camper after 2 coats of Flex Seal liquid white. It took 2 coats to do a good job. But I think it sealed up pretty good. It did, however. There's a hole there, a hole there. Found a hole here. A hole here. One more there. So I need to fix those holes. I had the same problem on the front of the camper. Then I filled in with epoxy. You can kind of tell right here. Here. There. So my seam is completely held together with Flex Seal. So, just so you know, seam tape will not stick to this. As soon as this dries, I'm going to do a video of that. See what that looks like. So the next thing I need to do is put the center strip down the middle here. So, I'll let you know how that goes. Thanks again. Alright, we're finishing the top of the Colman camper. I am using Flex Shot White. I use this underneath the center seam here, and I'm going to use it around the corners here. Pretty good product. Pretty good product, easy to use. I've already done the seam here, it's perfect. The Flex Seal company seems to have some good stuff. I like it. Turned out good. Alright, well, I know that was extremely boring, but there you have it. Flex Seal White should do the job. Have a good day. Okay, one final look at the Colman pop-up camper. I put the new caps on here. I have everything sealed with Flex Shot sealer. Turned out pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it overall. Pretty sure I had a little gap here. Filled in okay, I like it. Not perfect. I think the whole thing is waterproof. That's the goal. This is all Flex Seal. 2 coats of Flex Seal. Works good.